What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode of The Oval, and hopefully this review ain't too long because I really don't have energy for it because one, the episode really wasn't nothing. Okay, it was literally a filler. Two, I have a headache. Anyway, and then I gotta go put some clothes in the dryer. So there's that. But girl, when is this season over with, or when we going on a break? Cause this episode 16, Problem Diverted. But listen, it kind of got good towards the end though. But it was one particular storyline. You know what? Let me just tell you this. Priscilla and Sam, I need y'all to get y'all stuff together, okay? I just really need y'all to get y'all stuff together at this point. But we'll get there. So, from what I remember, the whole situation with Lily and Donald, girl, Donald had called Cal to come down there. And you already know when Cal come down anywhere, when Donald called him, baby, it ain't gonna end well. And so, Cal showed up at the hospital and was like, so what's up? What's up, boo? And Donald was like, hey, babe, so let me tell you something. Lily, she done took her ass to the hospital, okay? And we already told her I ain't want her coming to the hospital at all because, they already gonna think that something is going on. The gunshot wound and all that stuff. And so it's a cop up in there. He won't let her go. And he was like, okay, and what you want me to do about it? Take care of it, okay? Get him out of there. That's what you need to do, because he basically think that she being abused. That's why she ain't going to be able to go. Girl, get the fuck. Let me not curse like that right at the beginning of the video. But anyway, so at this point, the cop, Cal tried to do what he needed to do, right? He knocked on the door, the cop come out, Mr. Officer comes out, and, Cal was like, this is the Secret Service or whatever. And Mr. Officer was like, okay, and what that's supposed to mean to me, okay? Absolutely, positively nothing. Ain't nothing finna be happening. She not finna leave. And he was like, well, did she say that she was being abused? And he said no. So therefore, she's gonna leave. Do you not know who this person is? I know who he is and I don't care, okay? Baby, at that point in time, Cal started getting upset because you are disrespecting his man. And so, he looked at him and he said, shall I? And Donald said, seek him, boy. I said, now, let me tell you something. One thing about it, two things for sure, baby, we can play a lot of games, but one thing that you ain't going to do is tell me to seek nobody like I'm a damn dog, okay? And then I'm going to do it. But see, that's what Cal do. Cal get off on this whole stuff. Everybody on this show is practically twisted in the stuff that they get off on, and I'm realizing it more and more and more. So next thing you know, Cal just to the throat. I said, excuse me, that is a police officer, y'all. Where is everybody else? Ain't no security guard on the floor or whatever. Ain't no other doctors and nurses or whatever that can see this stuff. Ain't no other patients that can come down. Hey, what you doing to this other? Nothing like that. And he was just able to put him in handcuffs and walk him away. I said, girl, what? I said, what is going on? But they go up in there. Donald went up in there and he had to go get Lily. Now, see, Lily said, what you do with old boy? He said, what is it to you? Okay. He's a nice man. I said, Lily, let it go. Let it go. Okay. I just want you to get up out of there and What to reduce battery aging, AirPods learn from your daily charging routine so they can wait to finish charging past 80%. Oh, girl, whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry, girl. I got some new AirPods and I'm just trying to figure them out. But anyway, I said, Lily, ain't no questioning. Ain't no trying to sit there. Ain't no trying to bargain or whatever. Just go ahead and get your butt up and just go, okay? At this point, you've been wanting to go this whole time. You've been trying to tell old boy, listen, this ain't going to be good for you. It's time for you to go, okay? Let's exit the premises at this point. When she get back to the crib or whatever, she tried to call Bobby. And I'm sitting here like, Bobby ain't finna answer that phone right about now because Bobby's still stuck on stupid and he's still stuck on the dumb stuff that he was doing with Priscilla or whatever. But, him and Max was outside, right? And they going back and forth about who the vice president likes more and all that stuff. Girl, look at that. Who the vice president like more, and who gonna go with him to the White House and all this and woo woo woo. And Bobby, you need to stop what you doing. And yeah, Bobby, you do need to calm down, and you do need to understand and realize, even though Max can be a little irritating, whatever, but at the same time, Max be telling that real to Bobby. You need to slow it down, okay? New edition, all right? You got to cool it down. Cool it, bitch. That's what you need to do, because at the end of the day, I don't care what's going on. You need to understand when you being used, okay? And you need to have some self-respect and some self-esteem about yourself that, and some dignity, okay? So that you can realize that, listen, I don't need to be played like a hoe all the time. And I don't need to be used in anybody else's plot all the time, because that's what you doing. You literally was about to allow yourself to be used as a revenge toy in somebody else's story, and you knew it. Like, have some class and decency about yourself, Bobby. Now, I like you, but baby, we can't be hoes all the time. We have to grow up, okay? We really have to grow up, And so he didn't go through with the whole situation with Priscilla, but ain't no telling how many other situations he done been through, and he done used his body, just to get through. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he acting like a I was about to say he acting like these women that be out here using their sex trying to get what they want. You gotta use what you got to get what you want. That's what Bobby be doing. But see, Bobby don't want nothing but sex. That's just it, But hey, it is what it is. And so the whole situation with the VP came out there and told him, you stand here with Simone, and Max is gonna take him to the White House. So, of course, Max felt like, ha, 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 I won. I told you he liked me better. I said, sir, get out of here. The only reason why Bobby is staying is because Simone told Eli, listen. So, because Eli came down and was like, so what you got going on today? She said, I got some stuff, a little meeting that's mandated or whatever. And I would like to have Bobby stay here and, watch and do some things for me. He said, why Bobby? She said, because I know that you don't like him. And she said, he was like, what you mean I don't like him? She said, every time he come around, you kind of like puff your chest out or whatever, try to make it seem, girl, my light, I gotta fix it. Make it seem like, if it's flickering, just pay it no mind, girl. I already told you. Anyway, what was I saying? You always puff your chest out or whatever, trying to make yourself, seem like you in some type of competition with him or whatever. And she just making up stuff or whatever, because the reason why she wants Bobby to stay back is because she wants Bobby to help her, with this whole situation that's going on with Eli and the White House, and that information that he had told them about all this stuff just being, a misunderstanding and all this or whatever. Now, when Bobby come up in there to talk to her about it, she said, so you gonna do it? He said, And she was like, why? He said, no, I'm just not gonna get involved in that. I said, Bobby, come on now. We trying to get an end in, and we trying to get a way in. Now we need as many people on our side to, realize that, hey, we on the same boat, and we all thinking the same thing, that something fishy is going on here. Get on the winning team. That's what I just need you to do. But at this point in time, he ain't trying to hear that right now. And speaking of Priscilla and freaking Sam. Sam get a phone call from Richard. And he had told Richard, later on in the episode, Richard had called Sam or whatever and told him, because he was on the way to the White House. He was like, listen, I'm on my way to the White House right now. And basically, Richard had told Sam that, the highest had came over there to the crib, had Nancy, had her drugged up and everything, even though they didn't find anything yet, because he had to take Nancy to the hospital. And let me tell you something. Nancy was high out of her mind. Nancy was just as high for giraffe pussy, okay? I'm just saying, and she up here acting like everything is all good, everything is great or whatever. Oh, I saw Ruth, and she's so happy, and I was able to play with Callie. You know what? I don't like that place, but it is such nice people there, and I was just like, oh my God, everybody is nice and everybody is happy. Richard said, let's go. She was like, what? She said, let's go because we are going to the hospital to see if you were drugged. I'm fine, Richard. She said, where's your, or I say, he said, where's your inhaler? You know, it's like, it's in my purse. But let me tell you this, I don't need it anymore. The highest, he cured me. I said, he cured you. He's a man. He cured you of what? He cured you of what? Did he give you a drug? Yeah, he gave you some type of drug, a little psychedelic or whatever, that's still up in your system some way, somehow. And so, you know, Richard was like, listen, I am over this. Bring your ass, because at one point, she wasn't trying to go. Richard said, bring your ass. I said, oh, Richard. Richard got a little forceful. I said, uh-oh. I said, Nancy, take your ass over here. You heard the man shit, you know? So they go to the hospital, and I thought Richard was gonna let that lady go on head upstairs and change or whatever. Girl, that ain't happen. I said, first of all, you will not be going anywhere looking like that with me. Okay, get that coat mat away from me. All right, I don't want to be associated any way, form, no how. Take it off and go change your clothes. Girl, she get to the hospital and she still loopy as all ever. And I said, what type of drugs? How much did they give her? Because mama is still in the daze and it's been hours. It's been hours, okay? And I'm just like, shit, the stuff ain't wearing off. Now, when I went on my last drug trip, I don't know if it was anxiety induced too, and that's just what it was. But bitch, I feel like I had a panic attack, and that's what made me trip out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, I literally thought I was about to die. I was up in here like, oh my God, ain't nobody here. Okay, like, and I'm sitting here like, that feeling keep on going on and on and on. And then this lady sitting here, I said, oh, you just know it one weed. You just know it one weed because baby, how she so happy and so delusional, but yet she knows what went on. Because Richard asked her about Callie, and you know they came up in here and just took the baby right out your arms and all this stuff. I know, but you know, everything is okay. And Ruth says she's okay. And Ruth is happy. It's always Ruth this and everybody's happy that. Girl, Richard said, told the doctor, listen, do a drug test. And it was like, I didn't take no drug. It was like, did you eat something? Yes. Did you drink something? Yes. Girl, they didn't put it up in the food or in the drink, okay? And that's just how it was, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't them just forcing it up in your face. You know, they drugged your ass, literally, you know? And so the doctor was like, yeah, we'll do the drug test, but it's going to take a minute for the results to come back, so y'all don't have to stay here. We'll just call you with it. And so because he was being nice, here go Nancy. You know, I like white people. At least some of y'all, because some of y'all real nice. I said, oh, get her out of here. So when Richard was leaving out with Nancy, she came back in and said, where's my scarf? I said, what's with the scarf? I said, keep that bitch there, okay? You know, just keep it there. Moving on from that, we get back over there to Sam and Priscilla, baby. Sam was sleeping on that couch and Priscilla came out there. At this point, I want them to just have sex, okay? It's not the solution. It's not the solution, but at this moment, that is where it feels like it's heading towards, because this whole scene just felt like foreplay. It just felt like foreplay. And it's been feeling like foreplay ever since Sam popped up at that restaurant. It's been feeling like foreplay. Like, you know, I'm mad at you, but I'm finna play a little game, role play, you know, Subway. Y'all know the Genuine, Subway, all in role play, you know, let's play a little game that I play. You go high, I go seek. You know what I'm saying? That's Subway. Go look it up. Subway featuring 702. That is a classic. I don't understand why it ain't on streaming services. And if it is, I gotta fan it. You know what I'm saying? But that is a classic. Okay? Girl, I really want you to stay so we can play this little game I play. You go high and I will seek. Let me be the one to make. Girl, now let me stop. I can't give it to you, bitch. But anyway, I was like, go have sex. I was looking at it because Priscilla come out, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good or whatever. And it went from that to Sam being pissed off about the whole situation. You know, at first he was calm and cool and collected, but Priscilla was, she was pushing buttons on purpose. And then, you know, she was being so cheery about it as well, knowing that it was going to make him mad and feel some type of way. And at the same time, I was like, well, Sam, you really can't feel a way. You can feel a way, but you got to understand where she coming from. And like she said, I'm doing all of this stuff because of what you did. Old Priscilla, that's your old loving wife, whatever, that person is gone. And he was like, oh, so you doing this because of what I did? So you trying to say that my Priscilla that I got married to is done and then she gone and all that stuff? And she was like, yeah. And he said, okay, well, listen, I want a divorce. And she said, fine. Like, she didn't bluff. She didn't hesitate. Like, you want a divorce? Are you serious? Like, Sam, I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? She ain't do none of that. She just said she gonna play along with it too. And he said, don't worry about it. I already filed the papers. Now the question is, do you want to get served here or do you want to get served at the White House? And she said, now hold up. Let me get this straight. So you can go off and have sex with somebody in the yellow room. You can go have sex with the first lady in the yellow room, and you had no reason to do so, because she did ask, because he asked her why she was doing it. She said because she wanted to get back at him, and he said he ain't had no reason to do what he did with Victoria, which makes the things worse, which make it known that you were not really forced to do that. Bitch, if I would have had to lose my job, I would have lost my job. I'm not gonna cheat on my spouse, okay? Granted, you are in a position where you could have got probably a better job, doing something better, and you really wasn't gonna get fired. You probably was just gonna get moved, okay? You could have been said, I want to move off detail, but you literally at one point, Sam and Victoria was actually like cool. Okay, he was trying to act resistant, but then they was just kikiing with each other at one point. Remember when they was going on runs and being nice and he was listening to her problems and stuff? I said, y'all develop a little bit of a friendship, relationship, or whatever the fuck it was, So yeah, now you finna get up in your feelings because she attempted, or she made it seem like she was talking to somebody, or she was gonna do something with somebody, and now you want to threaten her with divorce, and that is exactly what Priscilla said. I said that is some weak double standard ass shit, okay? Men can get away and want you to let them get away with doing this and doing that. But then once you do it to them, oh, it's a whole nother story. Oh, how can you do that to me? How can you do that to me? The same way you did it to me, bitch. You want me to hurt? You felt the hurt. Now you feel the hurt that I feel now. And I supposed to feel some type of way about it? Because you damn sure didn't feel nothing about me. Even though, let's get this right, it's not right to do that tit for tat type of stuff, because two wrongs don't make it right. Sometimes it feel good, but two wrongs don't make it right, okay? Because at the end of the day, Priscilla, what would you get out of this? Are you still going to it's like you're going to have sex with Bobby or any other body, you know what I'm saying, to get back at Sam. And then what? You're still going to be hurt. Sam still cheated. You're still going to be mad. And 9 out of 10, you still gonna stay with him. And you still got to deal with the fact that you fucked somebody else and he did too. You know what I'm saying? So both y'all doing the dumb stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, you know what? And this was when I realized that it was kind of foreplay. Because Sam said, yeah, okay. Just let me know. Because she said, I'm going to have that man up here in your house in a bed that we slept in or whatever. He said, yeah, okay. Let me come home and find that nigga up in my bed. I'm going to kill him and I'm going to kill your ass. And at that moment, I said, oh. And she was like, well, listen, Sam, I got a gun too, you bitch. I said, oh, my goodness. I said, foreplay. Foreplay. It's twisted. It's a lot. It's extreme. But at the same rude. But at the same time, they getting off on it. I said, can y'all just stop and just go ahead and have angry sex at this moment? That's what y'all need to do so we can get past this, okay? And so, trying to get past Sam was on the way to the White House. And, he get a phone call from old boy that was working with him at the cabin that Jason drugged and stabbed, right? And he stole his car. And basically told him that he found out where Jason was. And it's some other guys that was some Secret Service guys or whatever. They're looking into it as well. So, you need to hurry up and get to the location and go get him. And he was like, okay, fine. So before we get to the ending of the episode, let's throw this little blurb up in there about Kareem. Sharon had came over there to the house trying to kick it with Kareem or whatever, see what was going on. I thought Kareem was in an actual house. Kareem is in an apartment building, and I was a little bit confused because what type of apartment building has the light switch outside like that? I said, go back and look and see what I'm talking about. Like, he had a light switch. It was a light switch. I peep a lot of stuff. It was a light switch next to the door. Mind you, he's supposed to be in an apartment. Now, see, I live in an apartment building and ain't no light switches exposed or whatever out here. Okay, so there's that. I asked questions. Mind you, Sharon also has a key to the door too, to the place as well. And she was like, because he kept on saying, Sharon, don't come up in here. Don't come up in here. You need to go away or whatever. And she was like, nigga, I got a key. I'm finna come in. So she was about to open the door, and she did, and he closed it or had it, wedged so that she couldn't open it all the way. And he keep on telling her, don't open the door, don't come in, come back or whatever. She was like, what you doing? And at that point in time, Sharon, that should have been your cue that some funny stuff is going on. Whether it was another bitch up in there or it was some other stuff that's going on that you don't need to be involved in. And that would have been my cue just to go walk away and leave, okay? Meanwhile, they went back over there to, Nancy house or whatever. And Richard, they get the lowdown about what happened to Nancy and all that stuff from Richard. Okay, fine. And Richard do call Sam and let him know that, y'all need to go ahead and take the highest out because then they already said that he'd killed my son. Meanwhile, Barry is up in there rotting. I said, let us see the face. Okay, we know it's Barry, right? But I said, let us see the face because Kareem was up there. Girl, Kareem. I said, Kareem, how you in the drug game? But, you don't like to see bodies dropping on the floor or whatever. Because, that's part of it. Whether you expect it to be, it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be prepared. And look at who your cousin is. Cuz said, listen, because your place, he was like, my place starting to stink, okay? And he was like, listen, so we're going to put his body on the, this is what he said. We're going to roll the body up on the plastic, right? And then we're going to roll it up on the rug. And Kareem was like, okay, cool. So, they get up in the room. And they picked Barry ass up off that bed. And you can see they must have like beat his face in or either shot him in the face. Because Kareem's cousin was like, damn, look at his face. What they do to him? What you do to him? He was like, I ain't do nothing. I don't know what happened to him. Girl, they threw his body on the rug. I said, now where's the plastic? You said we're going to put some plastic down and we're going to roll him up in the plastic and then roll him up in the rug. There was no plastic. I said, now see, now when the blood and everything start dripping and the stuff starts seeping through when it's decomposing or whatever and you get found out because y'all got y'all hairs and everything. I said, so let me tell you something. I done looked at enough crime scene investigations and all this stuff, ID channel. Baby, put a hairnet on. Girl, put some gloves on, okay? Because y'all leaving Dana all around DNA, okay? Y'all leaving finger scales and, skin cells and all of that shit. I said, girl, they dumb. They are dumb, okay? Meanwhile, back over there at Alan's house, well, first of all, let me take that back. Victoria, I almost forgot about this. Victoria came up into the room to see if Hunter was up, and of course Hunter was in the bed asleep because he had a bender the night before, so of course he's sleeping late. He don't care about anything, and they trying to get him to come down there to the Oval, and I'm sitting here like, girl, just leave him alone at this point. Donald come up in there and basically told him, listen, we found your son, and he was like, so you mean to tell me I tell you the day before, just last night, that y'all done took the wrong person and had him killed, and now you saying that you got my son? Man, I ain't trying to believe it. Honestly, I don't know if I understand why he would think that they would be lying or whatever, because you told him that they killed the wrong person, so of course, but we're gonna go along with it. And he was like, yeah, they're about to raid the place where he's at. We only narrowed it down to 2 places where he could have been, to his friend Roman's. And then Victoria was like, nah, his mama don't like him, so he couldn't be there. And he was like, also the other place is my secretary Alan. And was like, what would he be over there for? And was like, you have to remember that he did go over there and try to kill Ellie. So he could be coming back to, take revenge and all that stuff. And so they was like, did you warn him or whatever, Alan, that they was gonna be there? And it was like, no, they gonna have some Secret Service and all that stuff come up in there. And Victoria was like, can we watch? And she was like, yeah, it's down there at the Oval. Girl, Hunter don't give a care. Okay, Hunter don't care because Hunter don't think they really got him. That's one. Two, Hunter just, he don't care at this point. You know, he's over them. Meanwhile, back over there at Allen Place, they woke up because they slept on the couch, I guess, together. I don't know. But they were sitting next to each other, so hey, I'm just assume. Meanwhile, Jason up in there asleep because at one point I thought Jason had snuck out. That's what I thought. Because you know, Alan said, "Is he in there still sleeping?" Alonzo said, "Yeah, he was tired. He's still asleep or whatever." And it was like, "So what we gonna do?" He said, "I'm trying to get in contact with Sam." So Alonzo called Sam. Sam was like, "What do you want?" And he said, "You know, I got that package. I wanted a package for you." Sam is like, "You know what? I don't have time for this. I really don't. I got other stuff that's more urgent." I got stuff that's more urgent. Anyway, girl, we gonna get this together tomorrow, okay? I got stuff that's more urgent. He was like, "Sir, I think you want this." And it was just the way that Alonzo just really wasn't. I said, "Alonzo, you could have made it extra clear that, you know, something was important or whatever, that, you know, you had Jason in a different way so that Sam could have picked on it right away." But of course, he had to go around the corner, and then he finally texted him that he got Jason. And he said, "What you need to do, y'all need to get up out of there because they finna come, you know." And as soon as he said that, why they come busting through the door? I said, "Oh shit." They went and woke Jason up. Like, "Jason, come on, get up, get up, get up." I said, I'm surprised Jason was still there and he ain't run away. But that was the Oval. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. I apologize for the interruption. Girl, we'll be back tomorrow and it'll be better. I'll see y'all later, okay? Peace.